What is up, everybody? We have a new Sons of the Forest update just out of the middle of nowhere here, January 15th of 2025. They've added some brand new rafts to the game. We're going to go over how to build those and what they are. You have some three brand new beautiful rafts and also some mooring devices to keep them where you want them. We also got some wall blueprint devices and some new holders and stuff, some fixes and more. Let's get into it, shall we? Rafts, defensive wall blueprints, fixes, improvements, and more. Hey everybody, this patch adds 3 buildable rafts along with a mooring post. Additionally, there's some new buildable holders for the Night V and hang glider. They've also added a procedural defense wall placement system, so you can now just draw out where you want walls and let Calvin finish them. And there's also some game recording for Steam support and secret clothing item that we want, trust me. And range weapons and targeting have been improved. Along with this, there's a ton of bug fixes and improvements listed below. We're going to go over the most prominent things as we normally do in our fashion, and go over the new features, such as the new rafts and mooring device first. Enabled by default, if you hit B, you can go over to rafts, and rafts are going to be located right here. All you have to do is click on the raft and click on the body of water. We have 3 brand new buildable rafts that you could craft in the game. We have the small raft, we have the large raft, and then we have the houseboat, which is a really large raft, which you can actually build on as well as the mooring device, which is going to allow you to be able to keep your boats wherever you want them. And those are the 3 new boats that were added into the game. All you got to do is click on them, build them, and place them on a body of water. So the one right here in the middle is going to be the small raft, and it's moored right here. All you got to do is hold E, and it will moor the device whenever you're close to it. Any nearby boat that's near, it'll sit there and moor it, as you can see right there. So that's the mooring device that we placed down, and it'll keep your boats in place. You don't have to worry about them floating off and going off into the distance. So this is the small raft. Of course, all the rafts you can actually build upon these. And all you got to do is just build onto it, and you can actually sit there. You can build whatever you really want on these rafts. So we got like a couch right here. You could build shelves. You could build a whole base in this thing and just basically float around if you wanted to. And this is the larger raft that you could build on. And we just built like a chair here. That's the smaller raft. And this is the houseboat, which is, I think, quite similar to the first boat in the forest, if I'm not mistaken. Build shelves in here. You could build a base in here that you can spawn and save at. You can build whatever you want, really, on these rafts. And they do have little paddles. You can see the large raft does have 2 paddles. We're going to go ahead and hit E at the paddle here. And you're going to be able to look around, and you're going to be able to paddle your boat around wherever you want to go. Just like so. And just kind of using WSAD to adjust where you want to go. And then, of course, you can flow with the river or not. All you have to do is hold G, as in George, and that will get you out of the paddle whenever you're in it. So now we have our boat. It's just going to sit here and chill on the water. So yeah, we can build on the water. We have rafts now. Many people were asking for rafts, man, a lot throughout all the updates we were doing for Sons of the Forest. And here they are. We have rafts now. We're going to jump on the large raft here, me and Miss Streamer, and we're going to see what these paddles do. So the paddles will let you sit there and paddle the boat. You can see the large raft. This thing is, wow, this thing's huge and bulky. But you can move your whole entire structure all at once. And if she'll get on, she's going to be able to help paddle at the same time and move this thing even faster down the river. Look at that. So she's able to help with that side. You can paddle from left or right hand side. It's up to you. Let's paddle backwards. And of course reverse like that, which is pretty neat. So if you want to build a really huge floating base, you could do it now. It's pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. Stroke. I'm gonna have a stroke. Stroke. All right, let's get it back to shore. Oh, hello, Calvin. Would you like to come on here? I don't think he can come on here. Let's see if he can come on here, actually. All right, follow me, Calvin. Father Calvin. Can you come on here? Hey! He can come on here. Very nice. Oh, and he sits down. It's pretty neat, actually. So yeah, your NPCs could come with you on the boat. And looks like once we get to shore, will he come off and follow us once it's moored? Oh, here he comes. Oh, he just jumped in the water. Here he comes. Very nice. They could swim, and look, he's getting up on the ledge there and coming ashore and knocking some water out. Yeah, 3 new buildable rafts and the moors to keep them wherever you want them to be. Oh, okay. A double moor boat too, it looks like. Interesting. And if you were to hit B as in boy and bring up your book here, under storage, it looks like maybe page 9. You're going to see the new foldable glider holder and the new night holder. And these are 2 new holders that they've added into Sons of the Forest. We have a night holder right here that's going to hold your night. And all you got to do is place it down, and you, of course, just hit E on it and pick up your night. And then you can hit X on it to deposit the night back. And same thing goes with the foldable glider holder right here. Pick up the glider and hit X. So you don't have to place them on the ground anymore. You can just place them in a holder, which is pretty neat. So we have the new holders that's available in the game. Yeah. We can also now draw walls, kind of like we were able to in the forest. And all you have to do is go up to the defensive walls here, the 3rd one down, and go over to page 2, and you'll see defensive wall here. And all you have to do now is you just got to basically left click, and then you could drag and draw defensible walls like this, and then you could sit there and make them however you want. So now you can sit there and draw defensible walls, and you could go ahead and just hit E to finish it, and it will complete that. And you can also have Calvin build the defensive wall. We can have him finish structure like so, and they'll go and cut wood and finish the structure. And he'll come up and take the logs that he chops, and or if you chop them down, you can chop them down for him as well. He'll start building the wall for you, which is awesome. And they also added this. This is the new clothing piece that they added into the game. And we do have a video on the channel. If you're interested in how to get this, we did make a video specifically for this, but you can find it now at a new plane crash in the mountains. So this is the Stewardess Dress that you can find. And you can also put it on your character. You can also put it on Kelvin and Virginia as well. And all you have to do is go up to them, and you can hold E and go up to take clothing, hit D, and that's going to open up the clothing menu. And once you get the Stewardess Dress, you could just throw it on them. And you can throw them on Virginia too. I don't know where our Virginia is. Our Virginia actually is just kind of MIA. Just kind of lost them apparently. And so yeah, Kelvin and Virginia can now wear the Stewardess Dress that you can find, which is pretty neat. You can also take it off of them. Like this. Once you get it in the mountains, you're going to see it's going to be located down here in the bottom right of your inventory. And you can click on it and put it on yourself, or put on something else. And they also enabled Steam game recording for you to be able to do Steam game recording in Sons of the Forest. All you have to do is go up to Steams and go to Settings and go to Game Recording right here. And you set up game recording. And you can set up game recording to record manually, record in the background, whatever you want. But you can now have Steam game recording in Sons of the Forest. Now that's mostly it for the features and all the most important things in the game. We're going to kind of just skim through the improvements. There's a bunch of improvements and fixes that were added into the game. We're going to kind of just skim through those and see if there's anything quite important, and we'll go ahead and mention it to you. Starting with the improvements, they improved the aiming of the compound bows and weapons and stuff like that. And you can now revive dying players in multiplayer. And as you've seen earlier, Kelvin and Virginia can now pull themselves out of the water at edges. You can now add golf cart batteries to shelves. Kind of like so. We just got a golf cart battery right here. We can throw them on shelves now. And you can stock them up on shelves, which is pretty neat. And it looks like it did some optimizations for all these items right here. And if you throw a dead body into the water, it'll now create splash and ripple particles. So we got the dead body here. We're going to throw it into the lake. Right? Friends help friends throw bodies into lakes. There's a splash. Very nice. And we're going to skim over the fixes here. When you light a dead body, it should be on the body now, not in the air. And rabbits should be now fully fixed when you bring it from a hutch or a cage. And you'll no longer freeze in the hell cave. No more weird female cannibal glitchy ragdolls. And they fixed the dead workers' eyes outside the food bunker. made driftwood smaller, and they fixed the log slope popping on for clients. And for chairs, benches, and couches, you now have to have enough room for you to get out of the chair, bench, or couch, basically for you to stand up on. You no longer place floating deer rugs, and you no longer get the sulfite back when the repel shrine consumes it. And fire should now properly dry items and dry items on drying racks. And dedicated servers will now save when set to creative mode. And they fixed effigy sticks spawning in gold when breaking. And that's really it for this update. Kind of a smaller update, but a pretty big update. Definitely something that people wanted. People definitely wanted the rafts. The new holders are pretty nice, and the drawing of the defensive structures are pretty neat. So all in all, I think it's a pretty decent update. So we're just going to go ahead and push our raft off to sea here. And do our extra here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we're going to go live out in the ocean now on our new raft. Peace. Oh. Well, that's awesome. I'm sailing